Okay. We trying to figure it out. All right. Why is that delayed? That's on your phone, right?
No, that's on Instagram. Wait, yeah, that's okay. I think it's sound now.
Oh,
Well, no, this is right here on Facebook. So
okay.
put
So
that back up.
yeah, so we should be good.
Can y'all hear us?
Okay, there she said. She said she got us
Okay.
now. Okay, so turn that shit down.
Yeah, I always have.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, turn that shit down.
I can't see.
So you can't see, you can't do nothing.
All right.
All right, there we go. So long story short, we're gonna go back real quick. I was talking about this whole inmate dating situation, right? And I didn't realize that there was a thing, right? But you can go online and you can search for inmates near you, and you can write inmates and date them and shit like that. And
It
my
it
lovely co-host said that she would not be willing.
no, I said hell no.
Well, I was trying to be nice with it.
No, we're not gonna be hell no.
Say, say she's not going to be able to do it, right?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And I was saying, like, from a safety standpoint, I can't see myself with nobody unless I they got 50 years in jail, right? I will pen pal you all day if you got 50 years left.
I ain't even doing that.
I will pen pal you if you got 50 years left. Because if you got 50 years left, that means you going to at some point have my address.
Okay, it's love after lockup.
Love after
That's what
lockup.
I was just
Love
telling
after
him
lockup
about.
with Lonzo. Hell no. Ain't gonna be no love, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be none of that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I made that very clear because in the back of my head, I'm gonna be thinking about, like I said earlier,
Yeah, and then that's the other part because I want to know what you got locked up for,
I want to
right?
know too,
You know what I'm saying?
but I
Because
also want to know who you screwing in there.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's a problem for me.
But then the other part of it, like
Mm-mm.
on the flip side, right? On the flip side, if you were a dude, right, and you were trying to get at a woman, right? If you're a dude and you trying to get at a woman that's in prison, right? You still don't want this woman to be cheating on you, right? You still don't want that. You don't want her to be sleeping with no other women. But here's the problem. A lot of these inmates be fucking around with the COs and shit.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
then they
saying?
end up having
So
babies.
just what I'm saying. Imagine you a goddamn woman, and I mean you a man, and you got a woman that's in prison, and she end up getting pregnant by the CO. Your wife done cheated on you and had a baby on you in prison,
Well,
and you out here in the streets free, passing up all this free coochie because you trying to be right.
and that is why there is no way because I ain't gonna be right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be right.
She said that's not always the case. We hear certain things. It depends on multiple factors. Multiple factors like what?
Yeah, I don't give a damn if it's a single factor. It ain't for me. I'm good.
Oh
No,
man.
because I can't even remember to send a text back. And then you think I'm gonna write you every day? Or matter of fact, you think I'm about to pay that bill for the phone so I can talk to you and put money on your books?
Wait,
No, thank you.
in this day and age, do you still have to pay for
Yes,
a
and that
phone
junk
call?
is expensive.
I understand, like back in the day when we were younger, motherfuckers didn't have cell phones, you had to make collect calls and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
collect
no,
calls, you still got to pay for that.
no, you. I don't know how they do it, but I know you. Like now, let's be honest. A lot
Mm.
of them got cell phones. They get them
Yeah,
snuck
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
However,
yeah.
but if you're not one of them and you can't get to a phone, I think it's some kind of a card or they put money on it. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I don't get that far into it because I don't want no parts of it
Yeah.
because I'm not doing it.
You know what? I had a homeboy that was locked up for a while. He was in there for like 3 years or whatever. And you could email him. You had to buy like him a pack so that he can email you and you can email him. But the trick bag is if I put the money for you to be able to email me, it ain't for you to just email me.
Mhm.
It's for you to email anybody.
Right.
Right.
And that's
And
what
so
they do with the phone.
if I'm sending money to this lady to email me and she emailing somebody else off for the shit that I know
And you
that,
paying for it.
yeah, I know that I done put, let's say $20 and each email is $1. So I should be able to email back and forth with you 10 times. 10 to you and 10 from me.
Let me tell you something what had happened to me before. Somebody actually got in contact with me. I don't know how they got. I think they just be calling numbers, and if somebody answered, then they try to talk to them. So I'm sitting there and I answered the phone. This is when I was younger. And I'm talking to him, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, I'm going to send you a picture. I was like, all right, bet.
Oh, shit.
Let me show you the picture, y'all. And I knew then it was a wrap.
Oh, wait.
You know how they had that pose?
Oh, you finna do the pose.
And here it is.
Oh, they doing that good old prison pose. Yeah. Doing that good prison pose.
Prison. No.
Yeah, he good and locked up. You know what I'm saying?
I knew then that ain't for me, sir.
Yeah.
No.
That old prison pose.
Him and his homies. Nah, I'm good, sir.
She said, honestly, it's different for different folks, but sometimes, excuse me, sometimes we take what other people say and make it for everybody when that's not the case. Well, I guess that might be true too.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Whatever floats your boat, but it ain't floating mine.
Yeah,
so
I guess that might be true.
I'm not judging nobody else. Other people do what they want to do. I have my preference. I'm not doing it.
Well,
period, point blank. I don't care what somebody say. I ain't doing it.
Well,
because I don't even want to go to work in the morning. You think I'm finna drive somewhere to see you in prison?
Like
dog.
You can go on the weekend, you know what I'm saying?
No, because I told my sons that if you mess around and you play with me and you do, because I done taught you right from wrong, you go out there in them streets and you do wrong, I'm not going to see you because I raised you the right way. I'm not taking time out of my life to go and see you in prison when you could have seen me every day. But you went out there trying to show out.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I guess that.
And I feel bad for our black brothers that's in there for little stuff like selling dope or whatever else. But you know the consequences, baby. You know. And I'm just not that one. I can't.
Okay, so let me pose a different question, right? So let's say that you are with somebody and they end up committing a crime and they go to jail for 10 years. Do you stay in that relationship?
Oh, you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
I don't want everybody to think that I ain't shit.
Well, you know, here's my thing.
I don't know because I haven't been in that circumstance. I can only tell you how I feel now.
Right.
Like, hell no, I ain't gonna do it, but it may be different. I don't know. I just know that is a lot for somebody to sacrifice. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect whomever you're with, if you're with them and you going out there doing dirt or whatever else and you get caught up, you can't, that's selfish for you to even think about asking them to wait or whatever else. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And that's why I said I don't know if I could. It depends on, I mean, maybe I'd be married to him or something. That's different, I guess. But
well, you know,
I don't know.
For me, it just depends on the reason that the person went to jail. Right.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I'm married and my wife goes to jail because she was out here scamming people, And especially if I didn't know nothing about it and I didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to reap the benefits of you scamming motherfuckers, then yeah, you finna sit in jail and I'm finna move on.
Right.
Right. However, if I'm in here asleep and she gets my gun and she shoots somebody that's trying to break in the house.
Yeah, that's different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, the law determines that what she did was unjustified,
Mm-hmm.
but she protecting me and my family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I'm gonna wait for you.
Yeah, that's the,
Yeah.
and that's why I said like it all depends.
Then I'm gonna wait for you. But if you out here doing stupid stuff, and I hate to say it,
Like
this way,
drinking and driving, and you knew damn well you weren't supposed to be drinking and driving, and then you done killed people.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. Because I'm sure some of you been fussing the whole time. Stop drinking and driving. Stop. That wouldn't be their first time. Come on, man.
No.
Certain things. Now, if you out there and you trying to take care of your family and you selling dope and you get locked up,
that's still questionable for me, right? Because it's illegal, right?
yeah,
It's illegal, but all right, you take it easy. You take it easy. She got to get up at 5 a.m.
ooh,
Yeah. It's still different for me because unless you have exhausted all of your options
mm-hmm.
and this is your absolute last resort
Mm-hmm.
to getting money to provide for the family, then I can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? But the other part is like, even if you exhausted all your options, like, are you selling drugs or are you selling coochie? Right?
Yeah.
Like, I would much rather you sell drugs than sell coochie.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, I would much rather you sell drugs than to sell coochie because you ain't finna be out here selling coochie and then bringing that coochie back to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't finna do that.
Yeah.
You ain't finna do that.
Because it ain't just selling to one. She probably done had a whole day full.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh Lord, I had a long day today. I don't want to hear about your long day.
And you probably just gonna touch her back because she ain't got no more walls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, especially, you know, people out there that's buying coochie. Them people probably got some meat that's bigger than mine. Right? And if you out there with meat bigger than mine and you out here blowing my goddamn wife back out and all this stuff, I can't follow that shit. So what the hell I want to do with that? Ain't nothing I can do with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing I can do with that.
That don't sound good.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm sitting there feel like I'm throwing a hot dog down the hallway. You know what I'm saying? I can't do shit with that. Who want to come down the hallway? Well,
at least you hit the wall in the back of the hallway.
Yeah, I probably ain't hitting that. It ain't making all the way down the hall. It ain't making all the way down the hall. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got time for that?
Oh wow.
Yeah, anybody got time for that?
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that.
At this point, just oh wow.
Yeah. Y'all, I know y'all. I'm taking my glasses on and off. This pollen out here is real, and it's got my eye running. So you know what I'm saying. I'm having this eye and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But do you have something that you want to talk about today? Because the
I
inmate,
kind of like the conversation we having.
Yeah, the inmate thing just caught my attention early.
But that that's real.
Yeah,
because you
this
do
shit
have
happened.
think about it's been on the news where some of them, I forget where it was, but somebody impregnated the heck out of all the women guards.
Yeah, I mean, because that shit happen all the time too. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize how frequently inmates become pregnant.
Yeah, that, and then how it was one oh dang, she was bringing in all kinds of stuff for him and she got caught. That heifer is in prison right now.
It was there's a state prison in Mississippi. It's called Mississippi State Prison, but the nickname for it is Parchman. It is literally about 15 minutes from the house I grew up in, right?
Uh-huh.
There was a an investigation at that prison. There's a female guard that's there.
Mm-hmm.
They went into her office. She was in her office, damn near naked. The inmate was trying to sneak back into where he was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the ceiling. He slipped and fell through the ceiling. This shit is real. He slipped and fell through the ceiling. He butt ass naked. And they busted her. Right?
You can't make this shit
They
up.
busted this shit, right? And I'm like,
I want to ask her, was it worth it?
you know, the answer is always no, right?
Right.
The answer is always no.
It should be no, but
But-
was it worth it for her?
I don't even want to know if it was worth it because, you know,
You
she
don't lost
potentially
everything.
she definitely lost her job, but because there's criminal, even if an inmate consents to sexual activity,
Mm-hmm.
if an employee has sex with an inmate, that is considered a form of statutory,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's the same way that you can't do it. You simply can't do it. They're gonna file it as a rape charge,
Oh wow.
right? And so the only question I have is not if it was worth it, but how good that shit got to be for you to even do it, right? Because a motherfucker that's crawling through the ceiling, this ain't the first time this motherfucker done crawled through the ceiling. And that motherfucker kept coming back. This shit can't be that. I mean, it's got to be good for you to crawl through the damn ceiling. I ain't never
Well-
had no crawl through the ceiling, coochie.
Well, he crawled, right? He crawled.
He's
through the-
crawling through the ceiling.
Yeah. I mean, how else he gonna get there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never had no coochie good enough to make me want to crawl over a ceiling.
But you ain't been in prison.
Well, no,
Okay then.
no. But you know, okay. So
Uh-uh.
I ain't never been in prison, right?
Right.
But when we were in college, at the school that I went to, we did not have visitation.
But you still were able to go out and meet somebody.
We could go out and meet somebody, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, okay, at school that I went to, you can't. There was no visitation. So if I wanted to go to your dorm room, I couldn't. I would have to sneak into your dorm room,
Correct.
or I had to get my money together and try to get us a hotel. We can go to the hotel, do whatever we do, right? But I don't know how many times I have snuck into girls' dorm rooms to participate in these activities. I got caught once, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
But again, that's different.
but I'm still sneaking, right?
But you ain't in prison.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the
You
sneaking
surrounded by
aspect.
men, and you can't even get away from them. You can't even sneak into another dorm room with a woman. You
Yeah.
sneaking into a dorm room with another man.
Yeah.
So you daggone right, he crawled through that ceiling to go get him some good woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it might not have even been all that.
It-
But just because
because it ain't no other women around.
that part,
Because ain't no other women around, the worst coochie is probably the best coochie.
that part.
But from her standpoint, for her to have him sneak when there's plenty of free shit that she could have got out there,
Mm-hmm.
that shit had to have been good enough for her. Or
Was she married?
it's just not that I don't know.
Maybe.
I think for her, it may have been just the thrill of, doing something crazy.
I'm not finna lose my
Yeah.
job behind no thrill because
Oh,
that thrill can't pay my bills.
Oh, you know what? I got something to tell you, but I can't say it on here.
Oh, okay.
This shit gonna fuck you up.
No shit.
This shit gonna fuck you up. But yeah, so it's crazy. But the things that people do for a thrill is real. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers do shit like that all the time.
Yeah,
That shit happens in the prison systems all the time, and
it does.
we
It
just
does.
don't realize how often it happens.
Just like some of the women inmates getting pregnant
Yeah.
in the prison by the guards. And the crazy thing, them guards go to jail for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They go to jail for it because it is literally a crime for you to engage in sexual activity with an inmate. That is, a form of rape.
And from my understanding, I have been told that when you're a female guard and you're in a men's prison,
Mhm.
that them men be on them female guards really, really hard.
Because the
Like I've heard that they try to weigh them down, like they be on them, like spitting game, all kinds of stuff. And if they see somebody that they consider weak-minded,
yeah, they're gonna shoot their shot.
they really, really
They're
try
gonna shoot
her.
their shot. They're gonna shoot their shot. And
Yeah.
like even I can look back at the days where I worked at the halfway house,
Mhm.
right? So for all practical purposes, these people are still inmates, right?
Mhm.
But we had females that worked there. I worked on the overnight shift and had a female working on the overnight shift with me, right?
Mhm.
And we were obligated each hour to walk the halls. We have cameras in there to watch them, but they're also watching us.
Right.
So I can't just be the only person that's doing all of the rounds.
Mhm.
So she has to get up and do some of the rounds as well. Right. And this lady had she had a damnation booty. Right. She had a damnation booty.
What the hell is that?
Your friend Damnation. What Damnation real name? Dominique.
I thought it was Hercules.
No, the Hercules is the other Dominique. I'm talking about
you
your
mean my
Dominique.
Dominique.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
talking about your
okay.
Dominique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she had a damnation booty.
she had a big one.
Yeah, and she
Okay.
had to walk the hall, and the way it was set up, like we had 6 different dorms, right?
Uh-huh.
Some of the smaller dorms had like 4 to 6 inmates in them.
Uh-huh.
But the big dorm had like 24 people in there.
Uh-huh.
And she had to walk through each dorm to do a count just to make sure that everybody was okay and make sure that And from midnight, well, we used to go to work at 10 o'clock at night. So 10 o'clock to say 2 o'clock, the inmates are in their dorms, but they're still awake. We can't make them go to sleep, but they just have to be in their dorm.
Right.
And so she come in there, and it's always rough when it's her time to do her rounds, because motherfuckers is gonna make their statements and they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. And she had to learn real quick that she had to, lay down the law. She had to be harder than I had to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was crazy, and a lot of them tried her, but ultimately, well, luckily, none of them. She didn't fall for none of their shit.
Yeah, because
know what I'm
you
saying?
got to be strong, from what I understand.
Yeah,
I couldn't do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I couldn't. I take my hats off of whoever, even the men that are correctional officers, because ain't no way.
You know what though,
I
and as
couldn't do it.
crazy as it sounds, the only reason that I quit that job was because I moved here. Right, I moved here after I graduated from college.
Right.
I enjoyed that job, and it's not an easy job.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it, and yeah, I had no issues, no qualms with that job. It is something that is, it's a motherfucker.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's a motherfucker. It's
Because
definitely
it's too much when they have them riots and all that. Yeah, no, I can't do it. And then the fighting and all that blood, and yeah, no, they'll be like,
Yeah.
going to hell. I quit. the first time they start fighting, they talk about you got to go break them up and put on your
Oh no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm a hit on
Yeah,
out
I ain't doing
because
that. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I know that I have to go home.
right.
Right. So if y'all fight, I'm gonna let y'all fight till y'all get tired.
Shit.
I'm gonna let y'all fight till y'all get tired.
And see, that's the thing. They don't be wanting to fight till they get tired. They be shanking each other. I ain't got time for that.
Well, but at some point, one of the motherfuckers is tired. At that point, one of the motherfuckers is tired.
You
Saying so, I'm shit. I ain't bullshitting. I got to go home to my family.
exactly.
I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers. Y'all go. Oh, you still ain't finished stabbing? I'll wait.
Right. Nah, I ain't got time.
You ain't finished stabbing? I'll wait.
Then you mess around and stab me. Oh no.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it.
And that be the problem because you know when motherfuckers have that shit on them,
mm-hmm.
it's like anybody that in the way could get it.
Yeah. And they don't. It's like I don't know, and it bothers
anybody that's
me.
in the way could get it, and I ain't trying to.
And
be
you
the
know,
one
a
to
lot of them men do be having families, and then it bothers me that like a few of them have wives and stuff, and just to another reason I don't think. Well, I know I couldn't do that because if I'm at home one night,
right,
and I don't get that call from my husband who's in prison, I'm instantly freak out because I know something done happened.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm yeah. And then when you finally hear from oh babe, it was a blah 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 blah, or think about the people who are getting called because their loved ones have been shanked to death, and you know, yeah, it's too. I can't do that. That's too much. That's a lot. Cause it's sad. It's like I don't know, they turn into animals when they get in there. But I guess it's the, that's survival mode.
Right.
And I don't like it.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be part of that shit either. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that I am thankful for. That I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never been to prison. Well, let me not say I ain't never been to jail. I've been to.
Okay, you just ain't never been to prison.
I ain't never been to prison.
Yeah, they said prison is a whole other ball game.
Yeah, I ain't never been to prison. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I can't even say I've been to jail. Let me just say that. You know what I'm saying. When the police come and get you and they take you, they put you in the holding tank. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. I go to the holding tank, and you'll sit in the holding tank, especially DeKalb County.
Yeah.
DeKalb County will get you and sit you in that holding motherfucking tank for 7-8 hours. Then right before they get ready to bring you your goddamn uniform, so you can go in the back.
It's time to go.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There go my people right there. Yeah. There go my people right there.
And that thick ass bologna, I can't do it.
Man, look.
Yeah,
because I had to eat. Yeah, I had to eat that shit in DeKalb County.
Yeah, that bologna soup ain't that's some nastiness.
You know what though? Because one time I went there, and it's crazy because I had never been dealt with the law until I moved to Georgia, right? And I get here, and the crazy shit, like motherfucker will put you in a holding cell, because you got a suspended driver's license, right? You in there with a motherfucker with suspended driver's license with a motherfucker that just goddamn shot at his wife. And everybody in that bitch talking about what the fuck they in for. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody because this motherfucker just beat up his goddamn homeboy. This motherfucker done shot at his girl, and I'm in this motherfucker because I was driving with a goddamn suspended license. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody coming there like, oh, well, you know, some of the motherfuckers is repeat offenders.
Right.
So the repeat offenders already know, all right, well, I don't know what time it is right now, but I know at this time they're gonna come get us and get to bring the damn outfit. So if you get a red one, you're gonna go to this block. You get a blue one, you're gonna go to this block. And I'm like, nigga, I was just trying to drive to McDonald's to get a Big Mac and got pulled over for a goddamn driver's license. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? That jail shit ain't for your boy.
Yeah,
it ain't for your boy. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. And then
And-
my grandma wasn't shit. She told us, if you go to jail, don't call me.
Well, and there's that. You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
yeah, and then here it is. I call my auntie. She coming, but she coming in the jail.
In the jail.
Yeah, cause her dumb ass don't know how to act neither.
Oh shit. Ain't that some shit? Somebody supposed to be coming to get you, and they done came and been your goddamn bunkmate.
Gonna say, bitch, I told you I was with you.
Yeah, well,
No, I want to be out with
you
you.
won't be out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I
so
was like,
it's
woo.
crazy how but to try to get back on it. Why he said why we in the kitchen, nigga?
Cause we finna go cooking.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean, bro? Why aren't you looking at the kitchen anyways?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you hungry?
Yeah,
Matter of fact, in my kid's voice, nigga, is you cool?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, because Candace, she did text me. She said she was coming because she drunk up all of his shit. And she was bringing him some more of his shit to replace the shit that she drunk up.
Oh,
Yeah.
she ain't got here. So
Yeah, I
guess
don't think she
ain't
coming all this time.
Nah,
Yeah.
cause we ain't gonna be on here like that. Y'all see, I'm trying to keep my eyes open now.
Yeah.
I had a rough day today. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, I think, it's crazy. I think it's, with all this shit that's going on here, I think everybody is going through a real bad spot right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, that pollen whooped me today.
Pollen whooped your ass.
Every time I turned the corner, I was sneezing.
Yeah. Whooped my ass. Like this I was just telling her before we got on live. This eye was swollen shut. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't even open this motherfucker or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, this motherfucking pollen ain't no hope.
And that pollen was high today. It got to be because pollen doesn't bother me.
It don't bother me. This the first year it ever bothered me.
Because it is high. Like the pollen count is ridiculous.
First year it ever bothered me.
Man, let me tell you something. I was breathing. I guess I opened my mouth to breathe in too hard, and I've been choking. I was choking. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't stop coughing.
We all getting high off the pollen.
Yeah, that pollen was choking me.
Pollen is the marijuana of the earth.
And I don't even see it on the cars like that no more. It's just in the air at this point. It's just air everywhere.
Oh, hey. You see daughter-in-law there.
Yeah.
I made a tumbler, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got the made one in the car. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I made a tumbler to support my photography business, and I have her on my tumbler. Can you see where she is?
You know I ain't got no reading glasses.
Oh shit! Yeah, you.
Yeah, I can't see that shit.
I'll show it to you.
I ain't even gonna waste my time trying to.
Yeah, forgot with your blind ass.
I am. I done got old or something.
Yeah, but that pollen ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, I know it's bad out there. You know what? And it's crazy because my mama was trying to get me to come home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't trying to bust no moves.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
mean, just a little while ago, our cars was yellow.
Yeah.
But now it's like it ain't yellow no more. It's just thick. It's outside in the air. It ain't even smog at this point.
Nah.
It looked like smog. That ain't nothing but straight pollen just floating all over the place.
I can't fuck.
You can't even talk. You talk or breathe in, it's over. You about to die.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, somebody like me who enjoys, a cigarette from time to time, who the fuck want to step outside in the pollen and the goddamn smoke a cigarette?
I don't know. You might set the pollen on fire.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then, I'm out here because, like, you probably can't tell, but when the pollen gets, it gets stuck to your house, it gets stuck to everything, right? And so I bought a power washer, and I power washed my driveway just to get the pollen off the driveway. And then outside the power washer is right outside this door because I'm power washing the deck. I want all of the shit away from the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this shit ain't no joke.
Yeah, this pollen about to kill me.
This shit ain't no joke. We need to hurry up and get to the summer.
Man.
So we can get rid of all that shit. You know what
Man. Then they cutting these trees down on by my route, and one of them fell today, and all you seen was the yellow just coming. I said, "Oh no, heck no."
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was like, "No." And they said this year is worse because of the hurricanes and the storms that we've had. Those hurricanes, they said that it made it worse. And the ones
that's getting ready to come.
Yeah, they said it made it worse.
So soon as we get finished with the pollen, we're going to be rolling right into the next hurricane season.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn.
I done gave up on washing my car.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You know, I washed it once and it's been in the garage. When it come out the garage, it get yellow on it. It's just going to be yellow.
Yeah, the motherfucker going to be that way. You know what I'm saying? You know what? And I think that what we should do, and just hear me out, right?
Oh, Lord.
I think they should find a color, the color of pollen, to paint your cars if you live in Georgia. Right? That way, when the pollen does hit, it ain't gonna be as noticeable on your car. You get any other color car, especially a black or a white car. You get a black, white, or a dark gray car, some shit like that. When that pollen get on that bitch, you clearly see that shit.
Right.
But yeah, the women from Africa. What women? Oh, you talking about the damn the hurricanes?
Oh,
yeah, talking about
what are you talking about? I was confused.
Yeah, talking about the hurricane.
I was like, he done started talking to the wrong people.
Yeah, you're talking about the hurricane, and yeah, so it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't fuck with this.
And shit. It ain't raining like it need to be raining.
Hell no.
At this point, I'm looking at Ohio flooding. I don't want it to flood, but I need some rain to get this stuff out.
I know, right? I know.
Because I can't. And like I said, pollen ain't never bothered me. Never, ever.
Ever.
But back
47 years on Earth, it ain't never bothered me. And now, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy because I was talking to my mama earlier today and telling her about the shit. And she was like, well, how's your eyes doing? And I told her, I said, Mama, it feel like my eyes got snot coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck have snot coming out their eye sockets? But that's what the fuck I feel like. Like I'm wiping my eye every 12 minutes. This shit don't make sense.
Yeah, you can't put your hands in it because it's going to make it worse. So, yeah. Now, I don't know. This year is bad. So,
yeah, it's bad.
I don't know what we going to do for next year. I guess we're gonna have to take our old tails to the doctors and get some medication.
I'm gonna have to get me. I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson. Just get me a mask and just wear that bitch all the time. Get me a goddamn COVID mask and some goggles in this bitch.
Heck no.
Motherfucker gonna be looking at me crazy, but when y'all motherfuckers sneezing and I'm out here good, y'all gonna be like, okay, well maybe he on something.
I don't know. I know when I be getting home, first thing I do now, I jump in the shower because I got to get that stuff off.
Man, because look, and that's the worst part, right? When you come home from work and you jump in the shower and you could see the goddamn pollen hitting that goddamn bottom of that tub.
Yep.
I'm like, nigga.
Yeah.
It just make you feel extra dirty.
Right. Right.
It make you feel extra dirty when you can see the goddamn shit coming off your arms and your motherfucking. That's why, I wish we lived in a world where if it was left up to me, we could live in a world with no clothes, right? We could live in a world with no clothes. Go to work naked, go to Walmart naked, go everywhere naked, no clothes, no uniform, no nothing. But when pollen season roll around,
that's when you got to put on clothes.
That's when you got to put some clothes on. That's when you need to put some fucking clothes on. But outside of that, everybody naked. Boobs and balls out.
Yeah, nah, I'm going to have to opt out of that.
Yeah, no, I think we can do that. Everybody should be able to do that. We should. There's a new resort up by like by Blue Ridge.
Mm.
There's a whole new resort up there.
And what is it called?
I forgot what it's called, but
Yeah,
I
this
think,
pollen drying my lips out too, daggett.
yeah, I think I might want to go up there to the new joint. Go up there for a weekend. Put my balls in the sun.
Okay, then.
You wouldn't go to a new resort?
No, thank you.
Okay, let's say you get a chance to go to a different country
No, thank you.
where ain't don't nobody know you.
No, thank you.
You okay? Better yet, let's say.
Let me tell you why.
No, wait.
No, because I want to tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
When you go to those places, I think one of the rules is you're not supposed to look at, because it's normal.
Right.
I'm gonna be looking.
Okay, so let's say that you go to a place, right? And there's nobody on the beach. You wouldn't be on the beach naked by yourself.
No. Because if I'm at the beach and I'm naked by myself, I know I'm about to get sunburned. I don't want that smoke. I'm pale, Silas.
And see, she said she don't know about that because she would hate to beat somebody up for looking at her man's junk.
Hey.
But
I might get beat up for looking at somebody else's man's junk. By my man.
That's crazy.
I'm
You know what?
saying.
You know what was crazy? I have actually been to a nude beach once in my whole life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if it was in St. Martin or Antigua. But when I was in the military, we took a cruise from Virginia down to St. Martin. Then we went to Antigua. Then we came back. And when you go out there, you always have to have what they call a Liberty Buddy, right? So you have to have somebody with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They told us specifically, do not go to these nude beaches and don't go to these areas because these areas are known for crime.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to go where the crime is,
right?
But I'm trying to go where the titties are.
Mm-hmm.
So me and this girl, Strickland.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She's married now, so I don't know her last name now. But me and Strickland, she was my Liberty Buddy for that day. We ended up walking on the beach, and there was a sign on the beach that says, in 20 feet or so, you'll be approaching the clothing optional beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we walked there, and we looking, and we looking, and we looking, and it was just a bunch of old white people with old long titties and old baggy balls.
Oh no,
right?
That's nasty.
And
but that's usually who be the new beach.
But that's what. And then what was crazy was like we walking and two other people had signs that say if you look longer than 5 seconds, it's gonna cost or some shit like that, right? So we looking while we walking, we looking and we walking, look and see the motherfucker and just keep walking. And then motherfuckers was walking toward us. It was 2 dudes and a girl. They was walking toward us on the beach as we are walking, towards them, right?
Right.
And they stopped and had a conversation with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for a minute, I forgot that these motherfuckers didn't have no clothes on. Right, because we just having a conversation, just a regular thing, right?
Right.
And they invited us to their resort, and we explained to them that we can't go to the resort, because they knew that we wasn't from there.
It's a new beach in Miami, right?
Yeah. It's a bunch of them in Florida.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of them in Florida.
I've been to that one.
But you weren't naked.
Matter of fact, it was a mistake. I mistakenly went to that beach not knowing where I was with my retarded auntie. She had lied to me.
See, she knew what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, so there wasn't no mistake. She knew what she was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I, being gullible and dumb, went with her. She always put me in some predicaments. And it was a bunch of old white people and I was blind.
Yeah, but see, and the crazy shit is like one of the things that I don't like about white titties.
I ain't the titties didn't care. Let me tell you something. When
Yeah.
your balls is hanging and sagging to your kneecaps,
Yeah,
that's
that's problematic. Right.
nasty.
That's problematic. But what I don't like about white titties, I mean, I enjoy all titties. Let's just start there, right? I enjoy all titties. But what I don't like about white titties, some white titties, is when they go get a tan, they don't tan the titties, right? So they have the bikini top on, and then so when you take that bikini top off, right, you see the super white part right here, the little white triangle. And then the rest of you goddamn, that shit is disgusting to me. That is wrong. I need the titty to be the same. If you're going to tan topless. Let the sun get all of your skin. That shit is wrong. That shit is wrong. Now, I don't care that you telling me to go to bed. I don't care, right? But that shit is just not right to me. And you seen what I'm talking about, haven't you? Have you seen what I'm talking about? Let me find one.
Yes, I have, Silas.
Oh, you seen it? Okay.
I have.
Because I'm about to Google it and show you.
No, I don't need to see it.
Yeah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Because
you would probably want them to tan topless while you're there, huh?
Yeah, but I want them to have the same color all over the titty.
But you would like to be there as well, huh?
I don't necessarily have to be there for that. I'm just saying when you are walking around the nude beach.
Well, if you are a frequent flyer to the nude beach, why is your titties different colors?
That's
anyway?
the whole point, right? You should have, like, you going to a nude beach, right? Mm-hmm. You either need to be laying out tanning so that your shit could get uniform, or your shit need to be uniform before you show up. But some people enjoy the ununiform look in the first place. Some of them women enjoy having them two-tone titties.
Maybe they don't enjoy it. Maybe it just is that way, and
no,
they
I don't like two-tone titties. I don't like two-tone titties. Hell no. Them the only titties I don't like. I like them small. I like them big. I don't give a damn if they hang down and sit in your lap, right? I don't care. But if they two-tone, I got a problem with them.
So they can sag.
They can sag.
But they can't be two-tone.
Yeah.
What if she put a little foundation on them?
That's false advertising. What the fuck?
I mean,
I don't want no false advertising.
But you okay with them sagging?
I don't have no problem with them sagging, right? You know what? Especially when I was in college, right? When I was in college, I used to always search for the women that had the saggy titties, right? Because I was lazy, right? Because
Silas, shut
no, we talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh,
I used to like the saggy titties.
So you didn't want to prop your head up. So you just wanted to
when that goddamn girl get on top of you and she take that bra off, I ain't got to stretch my neck to reach the motherfucker. The motherfucker fall right in your face.
Wow.
Yeah, I was lazy back then. I ain't gonna even bullshit you. That was wonderful.
Wow.
You have to look at the positive side.
I can't even look at the positive no more.
You have to look at the positive sides of it. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So Instagram has decided to limit us for 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
So we are not on Instagram right now. We're just on Facebook and YouTube, right?
Mm.
So, but yeah, that's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed, the titties that fall.
But they can't be two-tone.
Can't be two-tone. Hell no. Two-tone titties make your meat soft. I said what I said. Two tone. Want me to say it one more time?
Wipe your eyes.
Two tone.
Just wipe your eye. Just don't say nothing.
nothing.
Don't say nothing else. Just to wipe your eyes.
Yeah.
You are on punishment. You might have offended somebody.
You know.
So like my arm is two different colors. Is that a problem too?
I don't give a damn about your arm.
Oh.
See, because here go the problem, right? So, okay. So, because here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
see, let me show you my little arm.
Yeah. Your arm is definitely going to be two different colors, right?
See, look.
Yeah, look at that. See, and that's the problem right here, right? You put this motherfucking arm right here. The issue at hand is some of them people that be going out here with the two-tone titties, they have the little triangle. That's where the bikini sit, right? Where the bikini sit, this where this shit is. And then the rest of the titty is this. That ain't right.
Well, to be fair, you know, my arm is two-tone because this is my male arm.
Yeah, that's your work arm.
Yeah, that's my male arm. So when, you know, I'm putting the mail in the box, I get burnt up.
Yeah. Well, you probably need to get you a sleeve.
I do have one.
Oh, it's too late for that now. Yeah, you ain't wearing that motherfucker.
No, because it ain't even been the summertime yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's too late.
Man, this arm right here gets so black, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I be half ass black on one side, the other side just be
and then the other
yellow.
part is when you putting the mail in the box, it ain't like you can rotate your arm and get the undercarriage.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
And then that sun for some reason be beating the hell out your arm.
Yeah.
When you driving, then you know a lot of us drive with our elbow when we're going to a box. We drive like, hey, if I hook that arm and that elbow out the window, just know I'm about to bust 50 to your mailbox.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, it hangs out, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
And maybe you got a point because this arm bothers me a lot with that two-tone. So
see.
Yeah, you might have a little point.
See,
you might.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, especially if you lived in Florida.
Well, I know my auntie, honestly, when she tan, she would butt naked.
See, and I like your auntie. Not because she be butt naked, but because she is trying to make sure she get even distribution of color on her body.
Yeah, she
you know what I'm saying?
She was butt naked.
She trying to get even distribution. You know what I'm saying? She'll lay it in the sun for about 20 minutes on one side, then she'll flip that motherfucking ass
like
over.
A turkey.
Yeah, and then do 20 minutes on that side, and then flip over and start over again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you can't just do an hour on one side. You got to you got to do that shit in sections.
I guess. I mean, it wasn't pleasant for me.
Yeah.
But it was.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, especially because I don't know your auntie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if your auntie is close to your complexion.
My auntie is Sicilian. She's Italian.
Oh, yeah. She definitely can't sit out there all in one sitting. She got to rotate every 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got to rotate.
Now, after she rotated and stuff, she used to get darker than me. Because, Italian people, they get dark in the summertime.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she
ain't got no two-tone titties.
Yeah, no. She was naked.
How old is your auntie?
Well, she passed now, but both of them, honestly, both of my aunties was like that. And my other auntie, she almost 70 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is when I was young. I was younger and they were young. And,
out there flipping in the sun.
Yeah, they used to. Ooh.
Out there flipping in.
Hold on, this is my child.
Yeah, so you talk to your child. And so
what?
It's all important. Titties.
They on my.
It's important. You know what I'm saying? And so it's important so that we can make sure that
they in the little plastic.
That we do everything that we can do to make sure that they straight. Right.
Wait, my earphones done fell.
Oh, well, I just unplugged you and I plugged you back in because you don't want these folks to hear what y'all talking about.
Oh, we weren't talking about nothing.
Well, I'm just still looking at
nothing but my son about to get on my nerves, y'all. Somebody come get him. He needed to know where some screws was to hang my other TV on the wall.
Oh, okay.
And he just don't like the look. because they were right there on the nightstand. Y'all, my eventful day with my child after work.
Well, I ain't gonna let you talk about the children. I ain't gonna let you do it.
How do you break a TV, bro, by hanging it up?
You know what? I got something better for you. My neighbor right across the street, right? When we moved in this house,
Mm-hmm.
he, when you let's start here. When you move into an apartment, especially black folk like to move in the apartment in the middle of the night so your neighbors can't see all the shit you got.
Right.
But when you're moving into a house, you kind of keep that same mentality, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your shit don't work out that way.
Right.
You got to move in the middle of the day.
Right.
So we moved in the middle of the day and he came over, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, welcome to the neighborhood, blah, 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 blah. If you need anything, let us know, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for somebody to put my TVs on the wall because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 TVs I need to put up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, oh, man, I can do it. I know how to do it. I put mine up. Come look at mine. So I go over there and look at his TV.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga got his TV on the wall with Gorilla Glue. This nigga got his TV on the wall with Gorilla Glue. And you think I'm finna let you come over here and put some goddamn glue on my goddamn wall? You got me fucked up. He got me fucked up. Got me all the way fucked up.
Oh, heck no. Are you serious?
Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. Because it was him and the people that live right next door to me. They don't live there no more, right? But he let them put the TV on their wall. I'm like, nah, we're gonna get some TV mounts. Oh yeah, you still get the mount, but put the glue on. No.
What? I can't even talk. I give up. What this shit?
Because when you put the TV on the wall, you either gonna have to drill it into the studs or you're gonna have to get the drywall attachment to put it on there, right? They skipped that step. They took the goddamn Gorilla Glue, put the Gorilla Glue on the mount, and stuck that bitch to the wall and pressed that bitch on the wall until it stuck. And then put the TV on that bitch.
So they must didn't have a stud finder, huh?
Well, the other part is, most of the TVs that I have the, you pull it out and you can tilt it
the full motion.
His shit don't move.
Oh no.
See, that's just flat on the wall.
Yeah, my mounts are full motion.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, you can go get a mount from Harbor Freight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Full motion.
Yeah.
$39.99.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
and if you don't want the full motion and you want the one that tilts, it's $24.99.
Yeah, but what I'm not gonna do is put no glue on my goddamn wall.
Because I'm gonna talk about your ghetto ass.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because that is
glue
ghetto.
On my wall.
That is called ghetto, baby.
But that motherfucker did that. He put that motherfucker glue on the wall.
That is insane.
I'm like, no, and so I called one of my coworkers and had her to refer me to a guy. This guy came up because I have the 8 TVs plus the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
He did all that shit.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, I would much rather pay you than to. Oh man, I do it for you for free with some goddamn glue.
And you know what's funny? My son knows how to do it, but he done got a new drill.
Oh.
So he's been trying to drill everything. So on the back of the TV when you got to put the mount connected, he wanted to use his drill.
Won't use his new drill.
And he drilled the mount
to the TV.
Into the TV. And now, mind you, the TV.
So they took their TV back.
The TV is a 75-inch TV.
They took the TV back?
Yes. Wait. It's over my mantle. It's on my mantle, like over the mantle. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow so you can see. Because you already have to use a special drill bit or whatever because it's stone, it's bricks and stuff, And he drilled the screws to the back of the TV, got it up there. Mind you, it took like three of them to get it up there. They're on a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
putting it up there. Get it up there. Plug it in.
It don't work.
Oh, it came on.
Oh, it's fucked up though.
Yes.
That's why I'm surprised that they took that TV back.
Oh, well, we only had it for 2 days.
It don't matter. That was y'all's era.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have took that
Well,
motherfucker back.
that's what I said. However, at BJ's, if you have 30 days to bring it back. If it doesn't work, you could bring it back if it doesn't work in 30 days. It just has to be in the box.
I need a BJ's account.
So me and my son, I done cussed him out. He done put the TV in the back of my car. Mind you, it doesn't go all the way into my vehicle because, I have a smaller
Right.
SUV. So it's hanging out. And we get there. And I walk in there with him because I'm still trying to understand why I had to go. So it's me and him in one car.
Because you bought the TV.
No, I went with him. He used my BJ's card.
Right.
He owed me a TV. So he had to buy me another one. Mom, I'm going to buy you another one. I told you my kids spoil me. Okay. But I was okay with having, a 60-inch, 65, 55. I'm a woman. We don't care about all that. But no,
you got to have that big TV.
he wants a big one. Okay. So that's how we ended up with that one because he said that the mantelpiece was too big. The fireplace where it's hanging, it's too big to have a 65-inch.
He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. You're when you putting shit on the wall, and this is some people I have to tell people all the time. You look at the area that you putting your TV at.
Mm-hmm.
When you put it up in the air, it's gonna look big when you have it on the floor. But as soon as you take it and you elevate it, it's gonna shrink in size, right?
I guess.
And especially with the mantelpiece, that's a big fucking piece. You need a big fucking TV up there. Well, you could have went bigger, in my opinion. You could have went bigger,
bro.
But I'm just saying, they shouldn't have took that motherfucking TV back. Y'all fucked.
Oh no! And he went up in there and he told him, "Oh yeah, it just wouldn't come on." When he did that, I ain't worth a damn. I looked at him. The lady started looking for the plug so she could plug it up. I said, "I'll be back."
Yes, indeed. See, nah. And see,
I didn't want no parts of that.
And see, what was crazy was if they had looked at the back of the TV and seen that screw in that motherfucker, they'd have been like, "Oh, baby, you got to take that back home with you. You got to take that back home with you because ain't nothing we can do for you."
Man, he called me talking about, "Mom, I got another one. So you just back the truck up." I was like, "Oh, hell no." Yeah. So I'm just over it at this point. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah. So y'all got lucky. I'm gonna say it that way.
No, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Because I told him if they don't take that TV back, it's gonna be me and you in this parking lot, bro.
So who bought the first TV?
My son.
Oh,
well, no. The first one I had, the 65-inch, I bought that.
So he was simply trying to
buy me a bigger one. Even though the 65-inch is just there. He talking about, "Mom, you could, okay, we're gonna put that one on your wall since you don't have a problem watching." I said, "Well, what I'm gonna do with my 55-inch that's already in there?" Here go my other son. "Oh, I'm gonna take that." Oh, so y'all got this plan.
And you also need a TV in your garage.
No, my car is in there.
But you need a TV in there.
For what?
You got one. If I remember correct, you got a 2 garage thing.
And my son parks his car in the other side.
So, on the days where you might say, hey, I might want to work out in the gym and it's raining. I mean, work out in the damn garage and it's raining.
No.
You have your TV.
That's why I got LA Fitness.
Man, look here. Let me tell you something about LA Fitness. The other day, you had posted about you was in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what fucking gym is that? That motherfucking gym like it's in motherfucking Hollywood. That's a fancy ass goddamn gym. Which LA Fitness is that?
In Conyers. That's all of them look like
Where
that.
the fuck is that at?
On 138.
Man, look here.
It got an indoor pool and everything.
But their membership is more than the Planet Fitness jump.
I pay $34.99 and I can bring 2 people for free.
Yeah, that's more than Planet Fitness.
They got more than Planet Fitness though. Because I used to actually have a membership with Planet Fitness when they first opened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to LA Fitness with my best friend. And I was like, oh yeah, call me bougie, but I'm coming over here. They got a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I pay that little $34.99. They even got a smoothie bar in there.
But you got to buy the smoothie, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
But they have one in there. So after you work out, if you want a smoothie, you go right on over there to the smoothie bar and get you some smoothies.
Man, look. That goddamn Planet Fitness. He said the Planet Fitness is right by the LA Fitness in Conyers.
Yeah, they are. You got Planet Fitness right here.
Oh, okay. I can see it now.
Yeah.
I can see it now. I
Yeah.
can see it now.
Yep.
Yeah. And then there's some food over there too. There's plenty of food over there.
It's the Popeyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why all the goddamn gyms be right by the greasy food? The one in Lithonia is the LA Fitness is by Church's Chick.
Yes, Lord.
Right?
And I be messing up some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there. And then they just put that damn Planet Fitness where the Walmart used to be on right across the street from the LA Fitness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there used to be the Walmart grocery store. But now it's a Planet. Now it's a Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
And they got the Mexican restaurant and DeVito's right there.
Yeah.
Grease.
Yeah. But DeVito's be busting.
I know it, but I'm just saying they shouldn't put the gyms right by the goddamn good ass food.
The hell you say? Because after I work out, I go get ice cream.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that shit is wrong.
It probably is.
Yeah, it is right next to the Mexican joint.
Somebody told me I defeat the purpose in working out. I don't think so.
I think it does.
I don't. I have to reward myself for being very.
What if you went and got the chicken and then went to work out?
Sometimes I get the chicken before with a cheesecake from Popeyes.
But
yeah, I eat it before.
Yeah, if you eat it before, I don't think that's defeating the purpose.
But
if
then
you
I get done working
after,
out, I be hungry again.
Then you have a salad.
I don't want no damn salad. What I'm gonna do with a salad?
Eat it.
And then what? I'm gonna still be hungry.
Eat 2 salads.
By the time I make my salad, it's gonna be unhealthy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I'm putting some chicken in there and it ain't gonna be grilled. It's gonna be fried.
Hell yeah. Get some fried chicken and put a whole bunch of extra ranch on that bitch.
That part.
And then some bacon bits on top of that bitch.
Yes. And I might actually put ranch in it and then mix it with another dressing.
Ranch with the goddamn honey mustard.
Honey mustard or Thousand Island, something sweet.
Oh, I can't fuck with no Thousand Island.
I do.
Nobody want no damn rabbit food. Yes, I do. But you got to doctor it up.
I mean, I can make it even healthier. I'll throw some pineapples in the salad.
Yeah, pineapple, some craisins.
No. I'm going to just throw some pineapple.
Pineapples, craisins. Now, if I'm going to eat it, I'm going to try to cheat myself into eating it. I'm going to throw some protein on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have some extra ranch, but I'm going to put a lot of fruit on it. I'm going to have some strawberries, some raspberries, some blueberries. I'm gonna put me some craisins on that bitch, some almonds, some coconut flakes. I'm gonna put that shit on it.
I'm putting bacon and chicken.
Oh, bacon go on everything.
It's gonna be some ham on there.
Bacon.
It's gonna be all kind. And
bacon
then I'm gonna put some fruit.
Good on anything. You could go to the beach and find somebody out there sunbathing. Sprinkle some goddamn bacon on the titties. You got me. Bacon go good on anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you listening, not even ladies and gentlemen, just the ladies, Lay in the bed. Get you some bacon. Let it cool off. Put some goddamn bacon on your titties and watch that man come get them goddamn titties.
What if they don't eat pork?
They eat pork that day. They gonna eat pork that day. Bacon goes good with everything. You ever had bacon and ice cream together?
No.
That shit is delicious. Back in the day, Burger King used to have a bacon caramel sundae. That shit is so delicious. You could put bacon on anything.
Look at that.
Is that? Oh, goddamn.
I don't know where that is.
What is it?
Oh no.
Oh, y'all, hold on.
Spanky.
It's Atlanta.
What did they Spanky?
Ooh. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know where Spanky's is in Atlanta. Go back to that. We don't. God damn. Spanky's Chicken and Seafood Lounge. Ooh.
It's making my
Ooh, that
mouth
whole
water.
goddamn turkey leg. That motherfucking turkey leg done came out. Ooh, she's sucking that bone. Cornbread in the middle of the shit. Lemon pepper. Now, see, that's some bullshit right there. Turn that shit off. Lemon pepper turkey ribs. Ain't no such thing as turkey ribs. Fuck out of here.
I'm willing to see though.
Turkey ribs is bullshit. That's like turkey bacon. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. You don't make turkey ribs.
But I sure messed that turkey leg up.
Yeah, the turkey legs don't get fucked up.
Yeah.
But turkey,
and that shrimp or whatever she said it
yeah,
was.
whatever that shit was.
I'm okay with the turkey ribs.
No, fuck that.
But that turkey leg fell
Fuck
right
that.
off the bone.
Fuck
She picked it up. It just came the
Yeah,
whole
she
bone.
picked that motherfucker up. I'm talking about she picked that bitch up and the goddamn shit got naked.
I don't know where Spanky's at.
I don't know what's
But
at.
since it's Easter this weekend, I ain't gonna go. But next weekend, I'm gonna have to find Spanky.
Yeah, I'm finna find Spankies now. Fuck is you talking about?
I'm finna find Spankies. Cause I'm gonna go get me a turkey leg.
Spanky's Chicken and Seafood Lounge.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
That motherfucker on Candler Road.
Say less.
2504 Candler Road.
Oh.
We going to Candler Road. 31 minutes away.
Hello.
Candler Road. We
Yeah.
finna eat good in the neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know what day I'm going, but I'm going to
Okay.
Spanky's on Candler Road. I wonder what's his by.
Okay.
I wonder what it's by. Because we finna figure this shit out.
But it works fine still or no?
Spanky's is
okay.
oh shit, right off of
Uh-huh.
20. Once you get off of 20, it's
Yeah,
a
I know,
motel.
I do. I'd probably download one tonight.
The New Orleans okay, it's right by CVS.
All right. Thank you. And I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, so
All right. Bye.
once you get on 20, you don't go like you're going towards Church's Chicken. You go the other way, right on Candler Road. It's gonna be right before, right by the Red Lobster.
Oh, that's where it's at.
It's right next
Oh,
door to
okay.
the Red Lobster. You had the Wendy's,
Mm-hmm.
the Red Lobster, Spanky's, and then CVS.
Mm-hmm. Who you telling that to? Me?
Again, because that's where it's at.
Oh, I know where it's at. It's over there by Eastwood.
Show the fuck yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Right by the car wash.
That's where I grew up at, baby.
Yeah.
Over there in that area. You know, I'm from there. That's my stomping ground.
Yeah.
When you said Red Lobster, I already knew.
Yeah, I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what day I'm going. but
I
I'm
don't
going.
care what crackhead I see walking down the
Because there's
street.
going to be some crackheads out there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some crackheads out there. Matter of fact, I was over there. One of my friends, I'm finna talk about her ass. I ain't going to say her name because I know she's going to watch this later on. But one of my friends had a housewarming party.
Mm-hmm.
Gave me the address. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Gave me her address. First of all, she's maybe 2 or 3 years younger than me, and I'm not trying to shit on nobody. Let me just say that for the record. But she having a housewarming party. She's 2 or 3 years younger than me, and the housewarming party is not for a house, but for an apartment.
Right.
Right. So you should have called it that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I get over there. It's off of Candler Road, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was off Candler Road, but it's off Candler Road, and so I stop at the gas station to get me some gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on Candler Road, you never know what the fuck you gonna see on Candler Road. This lady is walking down the street, short pants on, no shirt, titties just flopping, right? And her hair fucked up, her teeth fucked up, everything fucked up. And you would think that if somebody is, walking with the titties out on Candler Road,
Mm-hmm.
that you just gonna let them make it.
Mm-hmm.
So many motherfuckers is stopping her and trying to get her phone number.
Mhm.
She don't look like she got a phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she just going from person to person asking for some change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now that I expected, right?
Right.
And so, but in the day and time that we live in, motherfuckers don't have cash no more.
Right.
Yeah, everything is electronic. So I'm looking in my car and shit, and I got, in my door, I just keep all my change right there.
Right.
So I just got all my little change out there and just put it in the hand. Put it in the hand. And she said, "What you want for this? I want you to get the fuck away from me. It's what I want you to do."
Mm-mm.
Go 2 blocks down past the gas station. My friend's house right there. Her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to a housewarming party at her apartment that's around the corner from a lady who would have probably given me some head for $2 and change.
Yeah.
I got to hurry up and get the fuck away from there.
Yeah.
But that's Candler Road. Gotta love it.
Yeah. That's why I'm over. I'm from Glenwood Road, but you know,
Candler Road. Gotta love it.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? One more thing before we go, because it just made me think about it. Because you talk about Candler Road, you also got to talk about Wesley Chapel.
I'm from there too. I'm from all over there.
When my baby was 4 years old, we used to sit at the house all day and watch Kung Fu Panda. Because she loved that motherfucking Kung Fu Panda.
Mm-hmm.
And we get up one day, me, her, and her mama, we go to this Chinese restaurant on Wesley Chapel. I don't remember the name of it, but it was red.
China Cafeteria.
No, it had a dragon in the name.
Okay, see, I don't know. You know, being from that area on Wesley Chapel,
because I know
across from
Chinese
the churches is China Cafeteria.
Is that
that's China Cafeteria?
Is that the name of it? Okay, so if you coming off of 20 and you making a right onto Candler Road, Wesley Chapel,
and you go to the light, and
the McDonald's, the McDonald's is on your left hand side.
Oh wait, you going the opposite way?
Yeah. You got the McDonald's on this side.
Wait. What? Wait. Are you coming from I-20 this way or I-20 from Atlanta?
If you coming from I-20 from Atlanta.
Okay, no, you going down there by Golden Glide. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you coming from Atlanta.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of that.
But that's not the China cafeteria.
No, China Cafeteria is up the other way.
Yeah. So
that's where all of us went.
Yeah. So we go to the little spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we go to the spot, my daughter walks in the building at 4 years old. And the lady said, "Y'all can sit wherever y'all want to sit." So my baby picked a table. And so we sit down, and the lady come out and bring us our drink, or ask us for our drink order, right? Zoe sees the lady. She jumps up out of her seat, feet on the table, looks at the lady and says, "I'm gonna fight you, Kung Fu. I'm gonna fight you, Kung Fu," and puts her shits up. And
I would have just politely picked my baby up and left.
And so it was so embarrassing, yet so funny. And I'm sitting there laughing my ass off. My wife is sitting there and she's like, oh, wait. It's Kung Fu Panda. My daughter watched Kung Fu Panda all the time. And she's still sitting there in her fighting stance. I want to fight you, Kung Fu. And she pointing at all of it. And my wife's like, look, that's from Kung Fu Panda. That's from Kung Fu Panda. And I'm like, my baby is the most racist 4-year-old on planet Earth. That shit was hilarious. Every time I think about Western Chapel, I think about that place. That place is closed now. But
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. But that's just funny shit to me. Anything you want to tell the people before we let you go? Because I know you got to go to sleep.
Y'all see, I keep getting all these calls, so y'all know I still got to go home and do some more stuff because I was occupied and I couldn't do nothing else.
And I got to go to Whataburger because that's my routine every goddamn Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let him go there, and then I'm gonna go home and probably kick a dough in and act a fool and take some books out and check homework and then I might make it to bed.
Yep, see, there you go. You still going off. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that's some old. I don't check my messenger, and then that how I send you the reminds. Somebody sent you a message 24 hours ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get that shit. Well, I always check mine. It's crazy because like some people, there's some people in your life that you only text with, some people you only talk to, and some people you only converse with in Messenger. I got some people that I only converse with in the Dragon Cafeteria. That's it.
Yeah.
I know it had Dragon in the name. And Zoe, yeah.
They closed that down because there used to be a bunch of prostitutes in there.
It looked like it be hoes out there.
Yeah.
It looked like it be hoes out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It be hoes everywhere, though.
All right, y'all. Yeah. Well, I gotta get up out of here.
She gotta get up out of here, and I'm finna go drive where the hoes ain't.
And
they ain't at Whataburger.
And next Wednesday, hopefully, we be on our regular time.
We'll be on our regular time, and we'll be in our regular spot. The reason why we up here, let me just go ahead and tell you. Well, you saw in the trunk last week or week before last where I had those canvases that I was painting.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of other ones that's laid out on the floor that I have to
you got
cover up and stuff like that. So I've been making money doing that. I'm always gonna find a way to make money.
I ain't mad.
Yeah, I always gonna find a way to make money.
Make that money.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all take it easy, and we gonna see y'all next week on YouTube. Everybody that's watching on Facebook, go subscribe to me on YouTube. And she finna go subscribe to a goddamn bed.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.